I got a story here, and I think it's about to be real juicy. Juicy. Oh, sorry. I thought I had like the white stuff, and it's not. Okay. She said, did I ruin it for good? I've been watching your YouTube videos and was just wondering if you may have any advice for my situation. I started dating a Taurus man. Well, my Taurus man in September. We became extremely close. Only thing is, he had a girlfriend and I had a boyfriend. We work in a band together. I'm a vocalist and he plays keys. In December, my boyfriend and child's father, Tony, and I had a vacation planned. During this vacation in NYE, he proposed. So her boyfriend, regular boyfriend, proposed, not the Taurus that she met, because she refers to him as a boyfriend too. All right, so her boyfriend and child's father proposed. While I was away, my Taurus man, oh gosh, I can't even take it. Which one is your damn man? Huh? Which one? All right. So while away, my Taurus man, Carl, was sending messages to my FB inbox just to let me know he was thinking about me and missed me. Anyway, when I returned with the news of the proposal, he played it cool. He was shocked, but still moved forward. When I got home, my man was still in Florida, so I invited Carl over because I missed him so much. He came that night. We had sex. She's talking about the Taurus. Okay, so the dude that didn't ask for the proposal is the one that she just had sex with. They had very emotional, spiritual type of connection. We have, however, we never talked about the engagement. Oh, I left out that he previously said he would leave his girl for me, and I told him I would do the same. So they both want to leave a man and woman for each other. Anyway, after that first night, I wanted him to come back the next night, but he acted so busy with studio work. This made me very upset because I've been gone 3 weeks. I felt he would have cared to see me more than one night. We got into a huge argument this night and didn't make up until the end of the week. And he came back over the night before my man came home. Since then, though, he grew even more distant and things just never got the same as they were before the engagement. We kept going back and forth, arguing, making up, arguing. I'm doing a video. Oh, you got my bread? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I think something must have failed. This ain't all the money, sweetie. Oh, okay. All right, so they kept arguing, going back and forth, arguing, then making up. On February 13th, my fiance and I broke up for good because I found out he was a thief. The one that asked to propose was a thief. We'd been together for 8 years and have a son, but emotionally I left the relationship long ago. When I told Carl about the breakup, he was surprised, but we started to talk a bit more and try to get to know each other better outside of sex. We got a hotel room one weekend. He took me out on our first date. We had absolutely amazing night. A week later, I went to, I hope this don't start recording. This was a long one, you guys. A week later, I went to happy hour with friends, and Carl and I had been discussing riding together to the gig the next day in Alabama. We're in 2 separate bands under the same company. Both gigs were in Birmingham. He acting like this was the hardest decision in life, which irritated me. I'm a Libra. While at happy hour, I texted him to see if he made up his mind so I could make up my plans. He still hadn't talked about $30 in gas and whether he needed to be on the van with his team, etc. So after a couple of 3-wheel motions, LOL, I went off on him and hung up. He hung up in my face. I went back in with my friends who noticed the change in my attitude. They asked me what happened. I told them that my other drunk friends started talking about how disrespectful he is. And he doesn't know a good thing when he has it. She continues by grabbing my phone, texting a bunch of rude shit to him, and he still remained cool. Long story short. Did you just say long story short? Because this is pretty long, okay? I get longer ones than this, but I thought this would be shorter. Like, I've been reading this, and this is pretty long. We had, okay, so to make a long story short, now I done lost my place. I can't even take it. All right, I'm just gonna start somewhere. He texted me into texting his girlfriend about us. She hyped me into texting his girlfriend about us. I sent her a text saying, you know Carl is not faithful to you, right? I attached a picture of us in bed from the weekend before. I just feel like, even though everybody's wrong in this and everybody's cheating, so because your main man was a thief and left you, now you want to really get real back into him, but he still has a girlfriend. So you text the girlfriend and tell the girlfriend that he's not faithful to her, and you send her a picture of you guys doing it. She continues back on my phone, says, long story short, he played the hype, says his girlfriend. I sent her a text saying, you know Carlos not faithful, and I attached a picture of us in the bed for the weekend. He has since blocked me from all social media, and we didn't talk 2 weeks later. I tried to get him back, and he did respond via text, just telling me how I tried to ruin his life, etc. Because he is a Taurus, and if he did respond, I felt there may still be a slight chance. So I told him, I'm not giving up on us until you tell me there's not a chance in hell you'll come back to me. Then the next day I said, I thought about this, and I do love you enough to let you go. I told him if he thinks about it and doesn't want to completely let me go, I would be home the entire weekend alone. And if you hear from him, great. If not, I will let go and move on and act like we were the best friends. The best move ever. We just both acted like we were the best move ever. I was furious when I left, though. I'm just really hurt and in love, and I wish. So I've been reading this for 7 minutes, and this is a waste of my time. This is a real waste of my time. I've never said how something was a real fucking waste of my time. I'm really mad I ever even read this. I'm really fucking pissed off I ever even read this, because you're playing games. He's playing games, and all you guys are... Let me be nice. I'm so irritated. I'm irritated. If you want to have sex with somebody else's man that is not your man, and then tell her that he's not being faithful to her, you're not very smart. He doesn't really want you. You are going to always be the side chick, even though all of you guys are in this vicious, nasty ass circle, and it's disgusting. I'm really annoyed. Get your own man. Keep your own man. Keep your legs close to everybody else's man, and that's what you do. And to the guy that's a Taurus, why would you let him have sex with you and her and act like you really care about him when you don't even care about your own baby dad or your fiance for real? And because he's a thief, you just found out. No, you've been with him 8 years. You knew he was a thief. Stop playing games. This really annoyed me. I don't really get annoyed, but I don't like when people try to get somebody else's man bottom lazy, okay? Get the fuck out of here. I'm gone.